Early morning over here at SMD, getting ready to fire up these machines. I want to crack this box open before it starts getting loud in here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Got a little something here from Soundigital. It's in the ground zero box, but it's okay. I think they're affiliated somehow. Got some shirts, sweater, some paper. We got some lanyards. Oh yeah, give me some lanyards. Oh, what do we have here?
Is urging Americans who have grown up when we saw him.
3,000 watts.
That doesn't mean he didn't have that. Maybe he didn't
This is a big development.
I've done Soundigital 3,000.1s before, but this is the newest of the new. The new. Well, let's see how it does. First I gotta get it open. How do you open this thing? Here we go. Damn, 3,000 watts? Look at this little amp. Four gauge. 3,000 watts just doesn't add up to me. But you know what? I got this little thing called an amp dyno. We could hook it up and test it. Let's do that. Typically when we're talking about a 3,000 watt amp, we're talking about 0 gauge wire. This is sky high, so you know it's 2-aught and it's a little oversized, but you get the point. It's bigger wire for an amp that size. We have some 4 gauge over here. Let's see how it does. Okay, so we got 4 gauge. 3840 dynamic burst RMS. Now keep in mind, dynamic burst RMS mode is not peak mode. It's not what you see on the side of a box of some crap company that's lying to you. It is still RMS. It's just more of a representation of what you would see with real music, because real music is not 10-second sine waves usually, unless it's like a rap song or something. Even then, that's still a long sine wave. If you think about it, music is like boom, 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 boom. It's dynamic. It's moving all the time. So to see that kind of number with real music tells a lot about the amplifier. I'm very impressed. 3840. Keep in mind that this is 4-gauge power wire. That's pretty wild. That's a lot of power off 4-gauge. Also keep in mind, there's no magic happening here. Well, maybe a little bit of magic. But if you're going to run 4-gauge power, I probably wouldn't run it all the way from the battery to the back, because that long run is going to be what hurts you. Run this 4-gauge over to your distro block, and maybe some 0-gauge or some 2-gauge or something straight to the battery. That should do it. That should be more than plenty. But yeah, just because we're running 4-gauge doesn't mean it's a 30-foot run. This is actually like a 5-foot run right now. But nonetheless, I'm still impressed, because that is small wire. In the world of 2-watt and that huge sky-high wire that's out there, that's impressive off that little wire. Let's try one more fun thing before we end this video. Let's drop this thing down to 0.8 from 1 ohm and see how it acts. Hopefully I won't break it, because I really like this amp. Well, here we go, 0.8 ohms. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. 3200. Take that up to clipping this time. So there you have it. This thing's putting out a lot of power, and I didn't break it, and it's still playing. It's getting a little bit warm though after all this torture testing, but it's doing real good. 4,200 watts at 0.8 ohms. That thing's a certified beast, especially for its size. Wow. Soundigital. So I may not have mentioned it in a while, but we are running on a Sorensen DCR 16625T. This is a 10,000 watt, 600 amp power supply, backed up by 4 excess power SB1000s, Group 31 Super Banks. So we got some caps in here, and that's it. So this is a 3000.1. It is a monoblock amp, but it's full range also. So you'll get that kind of power whether you're playing your highs or your lows. All right, let's switch these RCAs over off the base signal. Let's pop in full range. Woo! 3965. Damn! That's also another good thing I like about it. Okay. It's so heavy. terminals are massive. Sure, like an old 4-gauge speaker wire. All right, we got the DB Apocalypse 4515. This thing takes a lot of power to move. It's on the box though. Let's get this thing flexing a little bit. Ready? This is the ant dog right here. Ready? Look at this amp. This little amp is doing that to this woofer that probably weighs 120, 130 pounds. Look, it's not even warm at all. This thing was getting warm during the certified testing and torture test sitting here on real music that's actually playing, and it gives the amp a break in between beats. It's not even warm. It's not even breaking a sweat at all. Woo, I need to put this on a box. Let's throw some test tones into it. Some raw test tones from the SMD IMS Jeep. Let's take control of this flex. Battery's still good. Alright, so it's gonna shake like crazy, so don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you, I don't think. Okay. Okay, so ready to turn it up? Here we go. What did I bring that down to? I'm telling you, this thing is not playing around. You see that? So there you have it. Soundigital, the new one, the new EVOX. It's amazing. Can't say enough about it yet. I haven't put it in the car yet, but I can tell just by these tests, just by the way it's moving this humongous woofer. It's actually pushing it to its limits, and even out of the box, it's not the hardest thing to do, but for a woofer like this and a little amp like that, that's crazy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. Soundigital for the win.